Before this video starts, I want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. In version 15.4, Bad Blaster Saki had received Ultra Talents, and in this video, I want to go over what she had gotten to see if they make her a much stronger sniper or if they're over par. The Ultra Talents she had gotten include Target Dark, Strengthen, and Explosion Immunity. Before we start, like, comment, subscribe, the whole ordeal. With that out of the way, let's discuss Saki's Ultra Talents. Before we dive into Saki's Ultra Talents, I want to go over as a unit and her base talents real quick. Saki is a sniper unit who targets aliens, and depending on which form you use her in, either red, zombie, or relic. Due to her target only ability, these are the only traits she can actually attack. Bad Blaster Saki, who targets relic, is the form that we'll be focusing on. Saki's ability to snipe a ton of enemies that are hard to reach gives her a lot of value. Saki has a high cost but short cooldown, meaning as long as you have the cash, she can reliably hit the field. Her main talents are Strong, Survive, and Freeze Resist. Freeze Resist doesn't really do anything outside of the niche times where Henry is paired with her targets. Survive does allow her one more chance to try and hit something and to score more value out of her 6,300 cost. The main thing that holds this talent back is that large blind spot, as depending on which alien or relic enemies you're fighting, she can't really score a final hit. Strong is her main talent, as it gives her a substantial health and damage boost into her targets, and allows her to chunk enemies way more easily. Now, do her Ultra Talents allow her to be used more widely, or are they nothing but stinkers? Saki's first Ultra Talent is Target Dark. Of all of the traits to give her access to, Dark might be one of the least useful traits for her, as most Dark enemies are aggressive pushers, breaching her blind spot extremely easily. The main use case for this target are enemies like Lenoir and Director Kurosawa. However, the issue here is that there's a ton of more accessible options that can help you with these two, and don't cost you 150 NP and 15 Dark Cat's Eyes for it. The main use you would get out of it is ironically just to add an extra stepping stone for her to try and snipe higher ranged relic and alien enemies, but this isn't exactly the most practical thing to do sometimes. Strengthen sounds like a promising Ultra Talent, having a way to already further boost her good damage by 2 times. With attack talents, her damage against alien and dark enemies jumps to a very impressive 552,000 damage, with her relic damage jumping to a very respectable 460,000 damage per hit. Just from the sound of this, you think that this Ultra Talent was a pretty solid one. Unfortunately, her Strengthen triggers at 1% health. This one simple fact makes what would be a very strong Ultra Talent into one that's almost never worth using. The first issue is that, like Rageland, it relies on her Survive talent in order for it to work in the first place. Second, and unlike Rageland, Saki has a blind spot. This means that if she's at the rope's end already, she will in most situations not have the chance to get an enemy off of her, who in turn will just kill her. Her last Ultra Talent is Explosion Immunity. Currently, there are 4 total enemies who have one of her targets and Explosion. The issue here is that there's really only one enemy where this immunity is helpful at all. Dr. Nova is locked behind 4-star rules. Harry Dutch is an event enemy, and it ironically makes her worse into Poltrio, as she can't use the weaker explosions to get her into a safer spot. Against Bunaglios, however, she becomes an amazing Uber for the big guy. In fact, it really seems like her Ultra Talents were designed with Bunaglios in mind, so now the question is, do they make her good into Bunaglios? Well, the answer is obviously yes, as she can deal really good damage into both Bunaglios and Kurokroc. Are these Ultra Talents worth it because of that sole fact alone? The answer is that no, not really. The NP and Dark Eye cost is way too high for this one use, and even then, if you can fight Bunaglios, you probably would already have other Ubers that could work well enough to avoid this massive NP sink. As is with Ultra Talents, I figure it would be good to bring up her 2 talent orb slots real quick. Having access to another orb slot allows her to either further boost her damage and health into one trait, or get boosted damage and health into 2 traits. On screen are just a few tables with some stats that involve the Strong Orbs. With 2 Strong Orbs, she sports 324,000 effective health into Alien or Dark and deals 386,000 damage to them. With 2 Strong Relic Orbs, her health is 259,000 HP, while she deals 322,000 damage to them. Also, for those that want to know, with Strengthen, her damage jumps to 737,000 and 645,000 damage respectively. So, how good are Saki's Ultra Talents? Not worth it in the slightest. All of these Ultra Talents cost way too much for what little you get in return, and the resources that would go into these Ultra Talents could easily go elsewhere. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of Saki's Ultra Talents. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cats content, and comment down below your thoughts on them. I'd love to hear what you all think. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Gamet, Virus Opero, Just a Shark, Roscat the Ultra, Potato King, King Wolf, Glamorous, Rayleigh Grover, Jade Rabbit, Jenna Goldenberg, Tentacle Gaming, I May Be Dumb, I'm Too Few, Alex to Durex, Carlos Fabian, Pugberto, Lazwa Slancat, and The Real Knight for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on and allows me to continue making content for all of you to watch. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.